It's been a minute since I've last talked about Twitter trying to cancel somebody. Yep, cancel culture actually thought that they could cancel Fitz. I'm sorry to break it to you, cancel culture, but you can get mad at him all you want. You can cancel him all you want, but Fitz just simply doesn't care. If you don't know who Fitz is, he's a YouTuber who does like CSGO funny moments with his friends. And Fitz was invited to join the Epic SMP, and yesterday was the first day of the Epic SMP, so he was live streaming it. And let's just say Fitz doesn't really have a filter when it comes to saying things or humor or anything like that. But yeah, within a few hours, Fitz was already trending. So you're probably wondering, why is Fitz being canceled? Why is he trending? And the reason people are trying to cancel him is he was streaming on the Epic SMP and he said the R word. More specifically, he called himself the R word.
Oh, shit, what am I actually doing? I'm retarded. Can I say that? Are they gonna get mad at me on Twitter? There we go, I did it.
Yep, that's it. That's all he said. It's not like he directed the R word at anybody else. He wasn't using it as an insult towards anybody. He was just using it towards himself. I just don't see how this is such a big deal. I don't see why people are trying to end Fitz's career over this. All right, I'm gonna keep it $150 with you. If you're trying to cancel Fitz, it's like talking to a brick wall. There's like no point. So yeah, it's pretty evident to me that Fitz doesn't care what a bunch of Twitter users have to say about him. Yeah, newsflash Twitter, you're canceling a guy who is proud of all the racial and insensitive jokes that he made in his past. Right here, as you can see, hi guys, I want to come out and say that I made a lot of racial and insensitive jokes in my past. It's something I'm proud of. I still think the majority of them are funny, and I genuinely couldn't give less of a if anyone finds them offensive. Yeah, this is the guy people are trying to cancel. A guy who just simply gives no fucks. Like, I would understand the outrage if Fitz were to say the R word and a bunch of derogatory terms to an ND person, but this just isn't the case. It is directed towards himself. If you were neurodivergent and you were offended, that's alright. I don't care if you were offended by this or not. There's a lot of people who are getting offended that aren't even affected by, like, any mental deficiencies. And there's like neurotypical people on Twitter speaking for ND people. Like, they can have their own opinions. There are people who are like offended, like, when this has nothing to do with them. It just doesn't make sense to me that there are people that don't even struggle with mental deficiencies and or are neurotypical for getting offended for people. So Fitz ended up responding to this cancellation going on, like on stream and on Twitter. So this is what Fitz said live on stream.
Wow! Alright, I'm gonna
Yo, why the fuck are you guys talking about Twitter as if what people say on Twitter matters at all?
I don't have a lot of resources to really get me.
Twitter's just a place for people for children to feel like they have some power over what happens in the real world. They don't have any power. They're just fucking boring cunts.
Oh, what is this?
Let them do their thing. It's hilarious. Fucking Twitter said this. Who cares? Does not matter at all. All they do is complain.
Yep, like I said earlier, you're just talking to a brick wall if you're trying to cancel Fitz. I don't think Fitz is gonna take responsibility for any of his actions, and it's his choice whether he wants to take that responsibility or not. And it's his choice what he says, what he does with this platform. I'm sure he's well aware that people aren't going to like him for his actions. I'm sure the majority of his fan base doesn't care either. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it $150 with you. The internet is not your living room. You're gonna see things that you don't like on the internet. If you don't like that Fitz said the R word, just stay away from it. Don't watch him. You could have a dislike for him. I don't care. Just don't watch him if you don't like him. It's that simple. You're not gonna like everything you see on the internet. You're not gonna agree with everything you see on the internet. It's like you hopping into an MW2 lobby thinking it's gonna be family friendly, go happy, go lucky. You're gonna hear things in that Call of Duty lobby that you don't like. And then Fitz tweeted out this a couple hours ago. A lot of people who glance at my content don't realize that I'm actually mad, progressive, and loving. I'm just fucking around and trying to make jokes. You can say pressed if you like, but I'm probably already on your side. There's one more tweet that I think is pretty important to the situation, and Fitz responded to somebody saying this. This goes without saying, in my opinion, the problem is that there's no acknowledgement of intent or context. So a lot of the outrage feels short-sighted and overly sensitive. People need to disengage with content they find unappealing instead of attacking it. Obviously, yes, the context of the word and the way you use it does matter. It wasn't directed at anybody to discriminate against them, and Fitz's intentions were not to discriminate. It was just self-deprecating humor. It was directed towards himself. People trying to cancel Fitz is why the general public hates MCYT stands. Couldn't agree more. That's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you did make it this far, comment Twitter is just toxic, man. And yeah, cancel culture bad. I'm out. Peace.